So I watch a lot of movies, and when I get together with my buddies, we talk about movies and story, and which ones we love, which ones we hate, why. Kind of analyzing a lot of critiques, and we have a lot of different perspectives, a lot of different likes and dislikes. So it's a great little mix in the group, and I watch a ton of movies. I've been meaning to do some reviews and some recommendations and some of my own thoughts, what I think, why I like them, things I notice for a while now. And it's sort of going to be just sort of a brain dump or a mind dump kind of thing. I'm not going to get real technical. I'm not going to talk about reference material like when they were released and who's in them and the list and kind of that kind of stuff. And I might mention some, did you notice whatever, this actor at this age was in this movie every now and then, but I'll probably get a lot of that information mixed up, so make sure you check me on that. I can't remember versions or dates that they were released or whatever. I will try to keep it straight for you. But really it's just about me getting out some thoughts that I have about the movies as I watch them, and some are worth watching more than once, and some are few are worth watching many, many times. So I have a short list in mind right now to start with, and it'll be a mix of things that I grew up watching, things that affected me, as well as recent ones I've watched or recently released or theater shots. And I'm not really looking for a huge critique or wish they could have done this better, or here's what I noticed, or movie mess-ups, things like that, even though I might mention them. I'm hoping to be more encouraging, more, here's really a cool part of the movie, here's a good movie for this reason. And the other thing is I'm going to try to avoid a lot of confrontation. So it's easy for me to say that, and I'll have to not be critical to do that. And also it's just sort of what I think. And I don't think I can be wrong about what I think. What I think kind of thing. But I guess somebody could say what you think is incorrect is untrue. So again, some of this is going to be a little pluralistic or relativistic, and it's not intentionally so. I'm not trying to avoid truth, but just what I enjoy about it. So I think there's going to be a couple series. I'll try to do a short movie on each movie I review, and hopefully just be positive. And I definitely have some negatives in mind already. I'll have to definitely give my worst movies ever, don't ever watch kind of thing. If you do, make sure you pay attention. Kind of show you where the poison is, at least in my mind. And don't be affected by it, because there's some really bad ones out there. And I don't mean it's just poorly made. I mean actually well made, that have really bad stories that are telling you lies about life, and people believe them. And I don't just mean like fiction or Twilight series or whatever. I mean philosophically and ethically horrendous. But then there's a ton of movies that hint on things that make us want heroes, want to be those kinds of heroes. And then there's also the fading away of that, of the perfect hero, and the hero becomes the person with problems, or even the villain becomes the new hero. So I'll try to talk about that a little bit, line it up a little bit with some stuff I'm learning. I'm going to be rereading a book called Hollywood Worldviews, and I can't remember the guy's name right now, but I'm sure you can look it up. Brian Godawa, that's his name. And really like this book. And he kind of examines quite a few books in the 90s. I'm sorry, movies in the 90s, and when it was published or whatever in the 80s and 90s. And he just does a fantastic job of extracting the So I hope to bring out a little bit of that. It's not going to be as precise or well informed as this. That would be my goal, is to be able to identify that kind of stuff when I watch movies. Pick it apart and identify the really good parts where they get things right in movies, and just kind of discard the rest. And then judge that movie based on, did it have a lot of good, and am I able to pick out the bad and leave that for, throw that away. So I'm looking forward to that. I really enjoyed reading that book the first couple times. And yeah, so that's my plan. I'm going to use these kinds of times. I'm actually getting my oil changed in my car right now. Sitting outside and actually shot this or shooting this. The sun behind my head, so I got the halo and a dark face, whatever. Get a little shot of the neck beard from a different perspective. And yes, I am looking down on you. That was part of my thinking as well. But I'm actually just sitting in the sun, getting warm. This is a nice, crisp fall day. And Fat Man's Paradise. I'm loving it. Loving it out here. So I don't want to waste this time. I was going to start reading something, but I figured I'd get my thoughts out about the preliminaries. And it's unlikely I'll refer back to this in all the movie reviews, but I'm sure I'll get all kinds of critical responses if people don't understand what I'm trying to do. And that's okay too. I probably won't respond to a bunch of people. It's just, again, going to be a brain dump. My ideas outlet. I'd be happy to entertain some contrary opinions or different perspectives. Because I do like movies, and again, we talk about them a lot. So I figured I'd use this as another means of recording some adventure kind of things. All right, signing off.